Let's look to Hong Kong. The 10-week-long protests have come to a quiet end, and data is out for unemployment rates. Looking at this, I'm joined by Zhuang, Senior Analyst with Nordea Markets. Data out today, Amy, showed Hong Kong's unemployment rate was unchanged at 3.3% in the 3-month period ended November amid a stable labour market. Secretary for Labour and Welfare Matthew Zhuang said labour demand in the near term is likely to remain buoyant in the run-up to the year-end festive season, but the potential lagging impact of the Occupy movement on the domestic economy will still need to be watched. Do you agree? Is there risks from protesters?
I would say, well, it's clearly still a risk, but so far we haven't seen anything having an effect. So on the employment, so I would say the risk is quite limited, because we have seen that actually the unemployment rate in Hong Kong has maintained quite stable in the last 3 years at slightly above 3%, which is a decade low, and of course the kind of some of the spillovers on the tourism, on the service sector, due to the high kind of tourist numbers to Hong Kong from mainland China is of course in play here. And as long as this driver will remain healthy, which we expect it will, we believe that unemployment situation in Hong Kong is definitely very stable. So the risk from the protesters will be very limited.
The 10-week-long pro-democracy protests that shook Hong Kong ended quietly this week. Do you think these protests have made any difference after this much time? Are there long-term effects?
Well, it's hard to say whether the effects are. I think clearly that will have some effects on the younger segments of the population that will generally change how they see politics and freedom in Hong Kong versus in 10 years ago. And the long-term effects, I would say it will be mainly on foreign investors, foreign companies seeking to be established in Hong Kong, because the flows into Hong Kong has been rising a lot during the last many years because of the close link to China and the bright prospect of the Chinese economy. But clearly now, I think this is a wake-up call for many foreign investors who probably have never thought about the political risk in Hong Kong before, because it has this very special political status. But now we see that Hong Kong is a part of China, and in many ways will be ruled more by China, or at least you could say the Chinese government will have a larger influence in the Hong Kong economy and markets than it has appeared before. So I think the long-term effects could be quite negative for Hong Kong in terms of the financial center in Asia. But I think right now it seems quite limited, and the long term is probably beyond 10 years.
And out tomorrow is the Hong Kong current account, a record low of negative 8,940 million Hong Kong dollars in the second quarter of 2014. What are you expecting in these upcoming results?
Well, there's a clear risk that this could continue. The pressure will remain. But if we actually look at the last 3 years, there has been a clear seasonal pattern in this current account numbers released. That's in both 2012 and 2013, and then now in 2014. The dip happened in Q2, and then afterwards in Q3, we have seen a quite sharp rebound back to the positive territory. I think this will likely happen again. But generally, as a trend, I think, of course, that the current account will on the declining trend, and that is mainly due to the good balance. That is, Hong Kong is importing more and then exporting less, because Hong Kong is working as a kind of a middleman or a hub between the outside world and China. I think this trend will definitely continue, because mainland China will, all else equal, be exporting less and importing more. So that will have a negative effect on Hong Kong's current account balance as well.
Thanks, Amy. Great speaking with you. That's all from me for now, but do keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV for regular updates and exclusive interviews. Bye for now.